Joining me today on NYSE Floor Talk is Ed D'Alessandro. He is the CEO at Roberts & Ryan. Ed, it's fantastic to have you here. Thanks for joining me
Judy,
today.
thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. So now, Ed, why don't we start off by talking about Roberts & Ryan? Talk to me about the journey and how the company has evolved through the years.
So Roberts & Ryan is actually the oldest service-disabled veteran-owned broker-dealer. It was actually founded in 1987 by a combat Marine named Dan Roberts. He was injured in Vietnam, and he was kind of a pioneer in the space to have disabled veteran firms included in the overall diversity and inclusion space with women and minority-owned firms.
Now, you have a minority designation and you were part of the mentor-protege partnership with Citi.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the significance of that and what it means for Roberts & Ryan.
Yeah, that's a real big deal for us. We actually, I know you had, I saw Harold Butler was on your program during Black History Month. Harold is a phenomenal advocate for not just veteran-owned firms, but women and minority-owned firms. So we entered into this mentor-protege with them 4 years ago, Veterans Day. And it's a formal program through the Small Business Administration and the Treasury Department. It's really designed to have a big firm like Citi take on a small firm like us and just mentor us and help us grow properly and things like that. So they've been really incredible to us over the last 4 years in helping us grow. And we do all kinds of things with them. We actually, we donate, well, we can talk about that a little bit later, but we do a lot of things with them.
Okay, so now you operate across several business lines. Tell me about your business lines and what makes you different from others.
So yeah, our four main lines of business are debt capital markets, equity secondary trading, and fixed income secondary trading. We've also recently added a money market program. We have a partnership with Allspring, which is one of the largest money market providers out there, and they've created three separate share classes for us. So that's really important to us. Obviously, money markets there's a lot of money in money markets now that rates are back up. So that's been big. And then we also have just rolled out a geopolitical strategy arm, so we don't have traditional research like most firms, but so we've kind of created this geopolitical research. So we hired a retired Major General, Sparky Renforth, who's kind of heading up that program for us. And so we're really diving deep into a lot of these geopolitical areas, which is obviously very important right now to our customers. And it's kind of differentiating us from a lot of people in the space.
And tell me, how does your social mission influence your business operations and your culture?
Yeah, so the social mission is really what we're all about. I mean, there has to be a reason why you do something, right? So we started this firm 6 years ago, and the idea was there's a lot of firms, asset managers, money managers, insurance companies, big corporations that are using D&I firms, and we wanted to make sure that the money was going to the places, we wanted to honor their intention when they use a firm like us. They want to help. They don't want, look, I spent 6 years in the Navy. I'm very proud of my Navy service. I never saw combat. So we wanted to make sure that the money got to the men and women who are serving multiple tours in Iraq and Afghanistan, have got physical and psychological injuries. So that's part of our social mission. We take every dollar we make, we take a percentage and donate it back to organizations that are working with veterans every single day with health and wellness, career transition. We buy wheelchairs. That's one of the things I was going to talk about with Citi. We donated one of these high-tech wheelchairs. We work with the Robert Irvine Foundation. And this is a wheelchair it's $35,000. It was designed by the guy who invented the Segway. It can climb stairs, it can go over rocks and sand and gravel. It can go up on two wheels so that the user is at eye height with people, which is very important to these vets. And so we're really proud that we've given away about 7 of these wheelchairs, and we did one with Citi because Citi's been so good to us through the Mentor Protege program, and a lot of the senior executives from Citi were on the video with us talking about the relationship and how important it is to them.
Mm-hmm. Now you're an NYSE member and you have a presence on our trading floor. What does this mean to Roberts & Ryan to be here on the trading floor?
Yeah, it's really important because, like I said, these firms are using us, but we have to actually deliver when they do use us, right? So we have to have the capabilities. So partnering with this group here, we've expanded our equity secondary trading business now massively. With the eight folks here, we already had 4. We were very solid in equity secondary trading. So just being able to add the capabilities that the New York Stock Exchange offers to our customers is really important to them and to us.
All right, well, Ed, wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk
Judy,
today.
It was wonderful to talk to you. Thank you for having me.